Hello, Facebook. It's Trevor from Peak Potential Physiotherapy and Wellness here in Collierville, Tennessee. So, if you look at the title, what? Can I fix that? So, our blog yesterday was how to fix the calf strain that keeps coming back. You never know what's going on. You might feel that little tug in the back of your foot, or you just have chronic calf strains or calf tightness. So I'm going to tell you why that is and what you can do about it. I'm going to link to the blog below. Hopefully I do it this time without disconnecting like I did previously. But if you have questions, please comment and let us know if you have any questions about that or what you can do. But I'm going to link to it below. I think there it is. And jump on that. If you want some more in-depth details about it, I'll talk about it a little bit and we'll go through that. But leave comments, questions as I come along today, and we'll go over that. We're focusing on our runners here because we have a lot of St. Jude heroes that are starting their training for the St. Jude half and full marathon coming up in December. And we wanted to be proactive so that we don't see y'all in October, September, when you're really in depth into your ramp up of your training and you get sidelined by something. So please get a hold of us if you have those questions about your training regimen coming up. So how to fix the calf strain that keeps coming back. A lot of times people don't know that you can fix something. It is true. Our body is a beautiful and wonderful machine God gave us, and it can be fixed. It's mechanical. So if it's something mechanical, that's where we come in. That's where we're the support to you. So I want to tell you why you can fix that and what it's going on. So have you experienced that nagging calf pain that just doesn't go away, or may go away for a little bit and come back after months of resting and stretching? You're not alone. We see this lots of times. I actually just got off the phone with someone who came to us with just saying, hey, I have calf tightness. And we worked on it a little bit, and we worked on it a lot, and he got a lot better. And we saw there was some general flexibility issues, which I'll explain a little bit later as well. What we call phantom calf pain, which I'll discuss here in a second. But it was just having some chronic tightness, and we gave him some corrective exercises, and unfortunately he went back and jumped in a little too quickly and did end up having a calf tear later on. So I'll explain the difference between a calf strain or strain and then an actual calf tear. So we'll go over that. But then we were able to get him rehabbed again, and now he's on one of our performance packages because he's training for the St. Jude, and we're keeping him mobile and flexible so that he doesn't have that again and he can continue his training. So you're not alone. It keeps coming back, this kind of tightness or nagging calf pain. It could be months, years, and then you might have a sudden sharp pain. It might stop after a run, but then keeps coming up weeks, days, months down the road. So is it normal? Calf cramps, strains, pains are very common in runners. You know, you have to think, we talked about it before, 8 to 10 times your body weight go through your foot each time you hit when you're running. So you got to think, where's that shock absorption coming from? It's a lot of times your Achilles tendon. So they are talked about a lot like they're normal. And it's not normal. Most people don't think anything will really help it, and they choose to. A lot of our runners choose to run through it, and then that is actually risking them for a further injury, and might also make them quit running altogether. So what to do with a muscle tear? So this is the extreme. So if you have a severe pain, like you got shot in the back of the leg, it's likely that you have had a calf tear. So there are varying degrees of strains. A strain is a muscle, there is a slight tearing, but there's grades. A tear is a grade, 4 or 5, where you actually have bruising. A grade 4, which is bruising. Grade 1 or 2, a little bit of a strain. It feels better, but you actually feel like you got shot in the back of the leg. You usually get very little warning that this comes about. It happens as a result of being overly tired, dehydrated, running lots of hills, or actually having chronic Achilles or heel cord tightness that you don't address. However, the root cause is that chronic tightness that I just said, that wasn't sorted out long ago, or tightness after you'd had a strain previously that wasn't treated. So if you do find yourself with a tear, it does make sense to take some time off. Start with ice and gentle massage after a few days. After 7 to 10 days, gentle stretching begins, but you have to allow that muscle to heal. If there's bruising, you need a little bit more in-depth help. So, but after the 7 to 10 days, stretching begins, and then you can start strengthening about 2 weeks or so. But the fastest, shortest downtime and least likely for the reoccurring is through a protocol set up by one of our sports rehab specialists. And that's here. You can click on the little link in the blog below and go directly to getting some treatment so you can get back on the road the fastest. But what if it's just a muscle strain? So now if the injury is not a severe tear, you didn't get shot in the back of the leg, but you have an ache, a tightness, a throbbing, might still be sharp, but it's not sudden, it's over time. That's more of a strain. So you don't necessarily have to quit running, because your heart and your lung health and the mental clarity, the mood, the getting with your running group, and weight manage it depend on it. Most often it is an easy fix. So you could, it could be your favorite running shoes need to be changed. Like many runners, you'll likely put hundreds of miles wearing the same pair of shoes. Perhaps after about 400 to 500 miles, you want to change out your shoes, or around 5 to 6 months. So new running shoes you just bought aren't the right fit for you. I'd go back to where you bought them, make sure that they go through an analysis with you. Fleet Feet, Breakaway are great places to do that. Getting a prescription orthotic may be the answer to the tight calf pain. We had someone in the other day with chronic heel pain. It was getting better. It wasn't an 8 or a 9 like when she came in, but we got it down to a 2 or 3, and we're like, we actually thought she might have a heel spur. So we sent her to one of our other podiatrist specialists that we use a lot here in town, and they were able to work her in, and there was no problem there, but she needed some prescription orthotics, and it's designed to control the alignment. You can strengthen it and may be able to work yourself out of the orthotics. They're a bridge, okay? They're not the end-all, be-all. They're a bridge. And that'll help the function of your feet in order to treat and prevent the injuries. So we do have those available here. So if you have questions, jump on our website, peakpotentialpt.com. We'll be able to let you know about that. But when you wear them while running, then your feet are more stable, supported, and you never roll inwards and put that strain on the heel cord, the Achilles again. And it's a lot risk for triggering an injury again. What if you change your shoes? What if you stretch? What if you iced and there's still no progress? Then there can also have what could be considered phantom calf pain. Is it really coming from your calf? So in this case, the problem might not be the calf at all. It's just where you're feeling it. It could actually be a problem with your hamstring or your knee or even your lower back. And that's where we come in. We have to what's called differentially diagnose. What does that mean? It actually means we got to figure out, okay, is it coming from upstream or downstream? Because it's the calf. It could be the foot. We talked about that. It could be the foot. Now it could be coming from the knee, the hamstring, or the hip or back. And we have to look at that as well and make sure that those things are addressed. So when the running stops, the painful signals often stop too. So when you stop that pounding, with the phantom pain, they usually stop too, but the problem keeps coming back. That's a huge signal that that your lower back is weak, or you have an alignment issue that needs to be straightened out before that calf stops aggravating you. So too much stress put on the spine, causing the squished discs or a pinched nerve. All that can be treated though. Yes, that can be fixed too, but it needs to be looked at through someone who can look at you as a whole person, not say, hey, it's just my calf pain or just my heel cord pain. pain signals, then that those nerves get pressed and they shoot down the leg. So that's where we were talking earlier about that phantom pain. Here it is. The only solution to the phantom calf pain is to work where the cause of the pain is. Your calf pain with phantom calf pain is the source of the pain, not the cause of the pain. So we got to figure out what the root cause is. That's the cause of the pain. If you think this sounds like you, let's talk about it. Jump on the phone with us, arrange a free call with one of our sports injury specialists. There's a link again in the blog. Click on that and we can go through that. You fill out a short form and we'll start there and be able to let you know if we're the right fit for you. But we will stop your worries that this problem won't ever go away. Let us put your mind at ease and let you know what we feel is going on, and so that we can tell you exactly what we do with so many of our runners that come in with this calf pain, be it an actual tear, be it a strain, or be it the phantom calf pain. So that's why you're having the problem and why it keeps reoccurring. So hopefully this gives you a little bit peace of mind, as well as, again, you can click in the link below and let us know what you think is going on with yourself. Now that you know why it is, let us lead you down the path, guide you back to running without having those issues and just fearing that you can't make it to the start line. Because I know that once you make it to the start line, you're 90+% going to finish the race, but you got to make it to the start line. Let us help you get to the start line. So if you have questions, link below, put a comment. Hey David, thanks for joining us. I got a buddy from out of the area, but that's what we're here for, just to help you. Please link below, click on the blog, let us know how we can help you. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll come back at you here in a couple days. Thanks. Bye.